Hello, my name is Ashley Dinsmore. This is a video explanation of the problem 3a, addition of 5d minus 6 and negative 2d plus 8 using algebra blocks. It is part of a video assignment for my Mathematics for Teacher course at Bridgewater State University. So the first thing I'm going to do is write down the problem on the paper. So it is 3a, and it is the addition of 5d minus 6 and negative 2d plus 8. And we're going to be using algebra blocks to do this. So since we know it's addition and it's that's going to be addition, so we can write it out as 5d minus 6 plus negative 2d plus 8. So, gotta put that in the printing. So to do this, we need to make the algebra blocks map because I'm going to be drawing it out. So to do that, I'm going to make the algebra blocks map. Make it about this big, this big. So you make basically square looking mat. And that needs two sides. This is going to be the positive side, and this is going to be representative of the negative side. So one thing that I learned in the videos is that when you're doing addition, to remember that move it over a little bit. Here, I'll write up here. Remember that addition is placing. So that's important and to remember when doing this. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Okay, and then so when you're doing this, what comes before the operation, which is addition, this is the start, so what you start with, and then this is the change, and then so to do this you have to begin with the start. So we know that it is 5d minus 6. So d is going to be represented by these little rods. So we need 5 of them. So 1, they're supposed to be equal, so they have to look kind of the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're doing minus 6, which is going to go on the negative side. And then that's, since it's not like d or d squared, that's just a block. So you're going to write or draw 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 blocks and then 5 rods, which is representative of 5d. So we have the start done. And then the operation is addition. So now we need to take away or to add negative 2d plus 8. So how we're going to do this is we're going to place negative 2d. So 2d is basically the same as 5d, so it's the same rod, but it's on the opposite side. So 2 of those. And then we can do the the 0 pairs, so 2, since they're the same and they're both just D, so that will take 2, so that's a 0 pair right there. Both D's, so 2 D's and 2 D's. That's a 0 pair, so we're left with 3D on this side, which is positive. And then we have plus 8. So instead of being on the negative side, we're going to draw 8 blocks on the positive side. And then since they're like terms, they're just blocks. Since we have a negative 6 and we have a positive 8, we can do the 6 together. And those will be 0 pairs as well. So we have the D's, 0 pairs, and then the blocks, 0 pairs. So the rods go together and the blocks go together. So then what we're left with after starting with the start and then adding the change, what we're left with is what's left on the mat. So this is gone because this is a 0 pair, and this is gone because it's a 0 pair as well. So what we're left with right here is positive 1, 2, 3, D, because the rods represented D. So we can come over here, we can write positive, what we just said, 1, 2, 3, 3, D, and then plus, because we're doing addition, and it's 2 positive blocks, so plus 2. So now we know that when doing this problem, by doing this algebra box problem, we know that 5d minus 6 plus negative 2d plus 8 will equal positive 3d plus 2. So here's our answer. And that is how you solve the addition problem that we were presented for 3A. Thank you.